In this video, we're going to be creating a chest with an item already inside it. I find this useful for resetting rooms. So let's put down a chest. I'm going to put it here. There it is. Let's look at the chest and press F3. Over on the right there, you can see the red word false. And just above that, we can see that it is facing north. Okay, we'll remember that. Facing north. So let's get rid of F3 and let's get the coordinates of this chest. Copy. And we will put down 2 command blocks. The first one will be setblock, coordinates of the chest, and replace. So we're going to replace it with air first of all. Let's just get rid of it altogether. And then the next one will always active chain. We will set a block at the coordinates and it will be a chest. And it was facing north. So this is how we control which way the little lock is facing. Okay, so if we press the button on top of here, we shouldn't actually see any change. No, so this is disappearing and reappearing very quickly. I suppose we could change the facing. And now I would expect the lock to go around the other side. There we go. Cool, so that works. Let's put it back to north. Now we're going to want to put an item inside it. So we want some curly brackets here. Can we have a space there? No. Can we say replace? No. Okay, so no space there. And it's going to be the items. And this is going to be 2 square brackets. And now will be the list of all the items we want. So inside these curly brackets will be our first item. And we'll need a slot number. So let's get a slot number. So top left is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is the middle. Okay, I like the middle. So slot 13, 13B. And we'll need an ID for the item. Go comma ID. Got speech marks there, and we'll have a tripwire hook. Now let's press the button and see what happens. Nothing. We've got no tripwire hook. Okay, let's go back into the command. So we put it into the middle slot, slot 13. We've got a tripwire hook. We need to say how many. Count 1. Then the B. So we should have 1 tripwire hook now. Yeah, there it is. 1 tripwire hook. We can use that as a dungeon key because I think that looks like a key. Obviously we can change this 1 to 32. Now we've got 32. That's easy enough. That makes sense. Let's give it a bit of text though. So we've got slot 13, tripwire hook, count. Now in here, so we're still within these curly brackets here, so we're on the same item still. Let us do a comma, and we want a tag, colon. Now in here will go our tags, and the tags we want to affect are going to be the display. 2 more, and in the display we want to affect the name. Oops, no capital there. Name. So we need apostrophe there. And inside those apostrophes we will have 2 curly brackets. And then we have speech marks, colon, speech marks. It will be text. And it will be called dungeon key. So this is already sneaking up into quite a long command. But now we have a dungeon key. Excellent. So let's have a look. We've got facing north. The item will go into slot 13. It is a tripwire hook. There'll be 1 of them. And then we're going to affect, let's get all that on, the tag, display, name, text dungeon key. Well, let's give it some lore as well. So also in display, after the dungeon key name. So that'll be after that bit there where the apostrophe is. We are going to have a comma, and we'll give it some lore. And then inside here, we're going to have apostrophe, apostrophe. And inside the apostrophes, we'll have open and close curly brackets. And then we'll need some text. Speech marks, colon, speech marks. This will be text. And the text will say for the lore will be the key to the dungeon. Pretty obvious. Okay, done. Dungeon key. Let's press the button. Now we have dungeon key, the key to the dungeon. Excellent. So if someone was playing the map, they come along, they look, oh, there's the dungeon key, I'll take that. Off they go, they open the door and move on to the next part of the map. But now you're left with a chest with nothing in it. So normally you would have to then rename the key, create it, put it back in. Now we can reset the map just by pressing that button. We've got our key back and we're ready to go again. So that's pretty useful. I always like that. A nice handy way of resetting rooms probably after you've tested them yourself. So that is how we create a chest with an item inside. Nice and simple.